What's up? Alexi here, and we're gonna review a game I played against Boris Grachev, who is a really good online blitz player and live as well. He's a Russian GM, and yeah, this game was pretty fun. So I played 1v4, which I usually do when I'm not making videos. Um, in 3 minutes or 1 minute, I usually play 1v4, and he plays a5. Now I don't know how much we've played. I don't think I can check that either. Well, not in this screen, anyways. I could 1 sec. Yeah, we've played, as you can see here, 104 times. So, and I have a score of 26. So I have a score of 25%. And well, this is one of the wins. I'll spoil that. So I went b5. b6. So now we get our usual setup with a4, c4, e3, knight f3, bishop e2, castles, and then we'll see what happens. So this isn't really interesting yet. The interesting part comes when well, I somewhat mess things up. So d4 here is a useful move. In these types of positions, I usually want to put my knight on d2 and not on c3. You could also take on c5, on d5, but if he takes on c4, I'm gonna take with the knight and then put a knight on e5. Now, usually I'd play rook c1 here. I don't know why I didn't in this case. I just want to oppose this rook. I don't think it's any worse not to do it yet, because there's no way for him to abuse it. Yeah, and sometimes they go bishop e8 in such a position. I guess I would go knight e5 here. If there was a rook on d8, that would be pretty horrible, but now it's not that bad. Although rook d8 still is pretty nasty, I guess. Because I can't really go queen e1 or queen c2. Well, I guess I have to, but I don't like it. I want to go bishop f3 here, but then probably there's some problem. Like this. Although it's not, because f6 is hanging. But 94, I guess, yeah. Well, this is still doable. In any case, we took back. He took on d4. Sorry for my coughing, by the way. I've got a major cold, so. And he goes 95. Well, bishop e2 is the usual move, so still nothing really special here. Although I really like my position, due to the fact that c6 square is now for me, and well, for me, it's in my position. I'm gonna go f4 and knight c6, or bishop f3 and knight c6, and just put a piece there, and that's just pretty well, gnarly for him. f4 here, as you can see. The knight has to jump somewhere, and then knight c6 comes. So I guess I'm winning material now. Okay, so it seems like I was afraid of stuff like bishop c5 or something. I don't know what I was afraid of. Something like this, I mean. I don't know, queen b3. Yeah, and I have to give back the exchange. Although this is still very good, as you can see by the evaluation as well. Materials equal now, so I thought knight c6 isn't running away, and bishop d3 kinda threatens knight c6. The best move here was rook takes c8, by the way. Then f5, yeah. Because he can't really take, because I take with the knight, and then either the bishop or the queen is hanging, so that will win a piece. So he has to go back, and then I can take and play queen b3, I guess. Yeah. And just press on this e6 pawn. That would be very good. I took, played queen b3 as well. And now I'm dropping out of the pin here. Putting my king aside, and well, going for knight c6 still. And that's bad, it seems. He has to take. Now I'm gonna take with the bishop, and I've got a somewhat better position. I'll just go rook c4, rook c1, if I can, and then play rook c6, I guess. So yeah, knight c6 now, I guess. Takes and takes on e3. We could take on c5 there. If he, for instance, takes on f1, we just go back, I guess. Yeah. And now the knight has to go to d2. When queen moves, and then c7 is a major threat. You can't really stop c7, and materials equal, but yeah, this pawn is just worth so much more than just 1 point. The knight is a bit awkward. And as you can see, +4. That's an easy win. So I could take here, but he could just take back. Then this one is probably falling. Although rook c1, queen b4. And as you can see, this pawn is still very good, but black has an extra pawn, and it's somewhat easier to defend against this pawn. For instance, now there's no queen takes e6 due to queen takes c1 check. So yeah, he could just take back. I went rook e1, which I kind of like, because e6 is hanging now as well. He had to go knight d5. c7. And here he's just trying to mate me, I guess. He's going for some scare tactics, and those usually work against me. I was looking at stuff like rook takes g6, which is actually a pretty good move, because if he takes, we could check on e6, which is nice. And also it's defense against knight g3, rook takes g2, stuff like that. But then I saw this move, and he played rook takes g2. And now we finished with the very nice queen g8. And he resigned here. Because if he takes rook e8 double check and a mate on g8. So this was, I guess, one of my best games against Boris Grachev. I just got a nice advantage out of the opening due to the square on c6. Right around here. And managed to win some material, and he just went balls overboard, going for stuff like queen f2. I don't know. It is kind of scary when such a good player plays something like this. I mean, I can probably just take as well, and then just queen takes g3. And this is also very good because we're 2 rooks up. But the way I played it was probably much cleaner. Well, probably. This is much cleaner. So there you have it. It was a short video, but as you can hear, I'm dealing with some issues of having a cold, and so I like my video to be somewhat shorter than usual, so I can rest, and you don't have to listen to my weird sounding voice today. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.